I don't know if it works anymore.
State Owls baseball. I'm Ryan Goodwin. The Owls open up LEC play today against a formidable opponent. It'll be RIC, who's hung around the top of the conference the last number of seasons. The Anchormen come in 11-7 on the year. They're 2-0 in conference play, led by junior third baseman Cal Perillo, who's hitting an impressive .405 with a team-leading 24 RBI. He looks to continue his great season today. The Owls, meanwhile, come in with 2 straight wins. They're 7-10. They won both home games earlier this week over Salem State and Springfield, and they've gotten major contributions from the top of their lineup. All freshman players in Ehlers, Barnes, and Chatfield, a solid 1-2-3 punch. They've also gotten steady pitching as well in those games, namely from young talent in Troy Brennan, who pitched 4 scoreless innings in the home opener in a win over Salem State. It should be an exciting one to watch today. Game 1 or 2 is coming up from the home of the Ravens in just a moment here on the Owls Media Network. All right, we are set to get going. On the mound for the Owls, it's Jake Jacob, 0-2 with an ERA of 6.75. And he gets ready to face Cameron Santerre here to open things up. First. Correction, that was Jake Yakum. First pitch was called strike 1. Second pitch called strike 2. Yakum quickly ahead here on Santerre, looking for his first punch out of the game. Here it is. Swung on, hit in the air to right field. Eaton is over. He will make the catch for the first out. In foul territory, Brendan Eaton able to get it, and there's one down very quickly on 3 pitches. So here's the second baseman now, Lucas McElroy for Rhode Island College. Yakum deals. Ball 1 outside. Here comes an 0-1. And that'll miss a little low for ball 2. So Yakum quickly behind here. 2-0 in the count, trying to come back on the Rhode Island second baseman. Comes a 2-0. Swung on, popped up. Owls will not have a play as that's out down the right field side and foul. So the count runs to 2-1. Keene State coming into today, again, as mentioned in the pregame, they've won their last 2. They're 7-10. Today, of course, is their first game against an LEC opponent, an area they're looking to improve in this season. They struggled greatly last season there, as called strike 2 from Yakum. Having Cowley behind the dish today for Keene State. Steps on the rubber. Here's the pitch. Outside. Count runs full to 3-2. Just trying to prevent some early base runners here are the Owls. Get through this first inning solid and go from there. Here's the 3-2. It'll be outside. They will not do it. That's ball 4. First walk of the day. So Yakum gets the first batter on 3 pitches and walks the second. And it'll bring up the aforementioned Cal Perillo, who's on an absolute tear this season for Rhode Island. 24 RBIs to lead the team, 405 on batting average, and he could not hold up there on the first pitch. That is strike one. Yakum keeping a close eye on the runner at first. That one's lined. That could be two, but they're only... Oh, Barnes bobbled it. And the Owls might have had a chance at two there, but are unable to come up with it. It was bobbled first by Josh Beon at first, and then off the deflection, Barnes could not handle it. So a little bit of a threat here early on, once again, for Rhode Island College. So that will be an error on the first baseman, Josh Beon, for Keene State. Pappas stands in, and he swings at the first pitch, pops this one up. Chatfield under it at third. He's got it, and Owls will take that. First pitch pop-up for the second out, and it's two down very quickly here. So Sean Helfrich standing in for Rhode Island. An RBI spot here. Rhode Island trying not to squander an early first inning opportunity, but Yakum trying to get out of it. Fires in ball one. Blustery day here in Ringe, the home of Franklin Pierce, as swung on a miss for strike one. Had some much nicer weather after that rain yesterday, but kind of chilly out here today and breezy as well on this first Sunday of April as Yakum fires. That'll miss. Ball two. Count runs to 2-1. 2-1. Hit in the air over to right field. That looks like it'll get out of play, and it will. So count even now, 2-2. Yakum looking to get out of an early jam here for the Owls. First and second, two out, 2-2 pitch coming up to Sean Helfrich. Here it is. And that's in there for a called strike three. So nice work by Jake Yakum. Working out of some early trouble for the Owls. We head to the bottom of the first. 0-0 here on the Owls Media Network. We are back here in the bottom half of the first, and we apologize. This game, at least on the early going here, will be audio only. And we head to the bottom of the first. So on the mound today for the Anchormen, it's Sean Gamlin, and he's been electric out there this year for Rhode Island. He's 4-0 on the year, 3.23 ERA. He's got 69 strikeouts through just 39 innings of work. It's been an incredible season for him so far, and he's trying to remain perfect today against a young Owls team. And they will be led off by Tommy Ehlers. He's playing center field today, followed by Nate Hudson in left field. Jonathan Chatfield at third base. Josh Beon at first base. Brendan Eaton in right field. Burenson bats out of the DH spot. Evan McHugh at shortstop. Evan Kelly at catcher, and followed in the 9 hole by Hamilton Barnes at second base. As Gamlin gets his final few warm-up pitches in here. Appears this will be the last one. And it is. So standing in here, this will be Tommy Ehlers. He's had a very good year for the Owls so far in the leadoff spot. And looking to get the Owls going here today on this Sunday afternoon, first game of a doubleheader. Beyond. Gamblin set, fires, and that'll miss high, ball one. Gamblin appears like he likes to work quick, and he indeed does. That one's in there for a called strike. Ehlers helped to get the Owls going in that third inning of the home opener as they came back to win 4-3 over Salem State. He cuts on and misses for strike two. In that third inning where Jonathan Chatfield belted his second home run of the year. Here's a 1-2. Outside, ball two. And the Owls kind of had to battle the rest of the way. They went up 4-2, but had to survive a late comeback attempt from Salem State, but they did, winning 4-3. Here's a 2-2. That'll miss low. And we have a full count already from Sean Gamblin on the mound. Ehlers looking to get on to lead off the inning. Fouled back to the screen. And we'll do it again. There is no pitch clock, of course, here, but Gamblin sure likes to work like there is one. Here's the 3-2. That'll miss. No. That will be strike three. So a delayed third strike call there from the umpire, but that is in there for strike three. So Gamblin has his first K of the day. And down goes Ehlers to lead things off for the Owls. Now here's the left fielder, Nathaniel Hudson, batting out of the 2 spot today. Hamilton Barnes has been moved down to 9. In for strike one. The 0-1. Fouled away. So that was strikeout number 70 of the young season. Well, about midway through the season now for the starting pitcher, Gamblin. Here's an 0-2. Popped up, and I think that's going to get out of play, and it will. Hits right on the roof here of the press box. So trying to stay alive is Hudson, quickly down 0-2. Here it is. And he strikes out swinging. Impressive start here for Sean Gamblin. That's now 2 strikeouts in the first 2 hitters, and it'll be Jonathan Chatfield out of the 3-hole once again for the Owls, playing third base today. His usual spot. Has both home runs for the Owls this season. Here's the first pitch. Strike one. Gamblin working ahead here early and often. He did go full on Tommy Ehlers, but he was able to strike him out. 0-1. And he got him to swing. Took a big hack on that one. He could not hold up. As quickly 0-2 here on Chatfield. Gamblin looking to strike out the side. Here it is. Fouled back. Comes in 0-2 once again to Chatfield. And that one will miss in the dirt for ball one. Here it is again, a 1-2. Called strike three right down the middle. Impressive start for Sean Gamblin. He strikes out the side as we head to the top half of the second inning. No score here on the Owls Media Network. All right, we are back here. Top half of the second inning. No score between the Keene State Owls and Rhode Island College Anchormen. And leading off for Rhode Island will be number 12. That's Joey Coro. Playing left field today. Against Jake Yakum, who worked around some trouble in the first. Looking for a clean second as well. First pitch swinging from Coro. He's going to try to run it out. Chatfield on the run. Fires to Beyond. It gets away. Coro is going to sprint to second. And he is in there standing up. So it was a soft chopper to third base to Chatfield. He made a nice effort to try to get to it. He did. He made a nice throw. And it skipped away from the first baseman Beyond. They're going to rule that an infield hit. Believe with an error on the throw. So that'll be the DH. And that's swung on in the air to right field. Back goes Eaton. He will make the catch right on the track. Throw coming in quickly as Coro tags up easily and makes it to third base. So now Lucas Pierce here, the catcher standing in. He'll have a very quick RBI spot. Rhode Island swinging early and often off of Yakum. First pitch in for strike one. So Yakum had some trouble in the first inning, was able to work out of it. Had first and second with one out. Now trying to work out of a man on third with one out. That one will miss just outside. Count even at 1-1 on the catcher Pierce. Here's the 1-1. Cut on and missed. Strike two. Big hack there from the catcher. Yakum looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2, and he gets it. Jake Yakum with a big strikeout there of Lucas Pierce, and that is out number 2. For Rhode Island. So here's the shortstop, Isaiah Rivera, looking to pick his teammates up, and he takes a called strike one. Gotta like what we're seeing out of Yakum today. He's throwing a lot of strikes. He has walked a man, but outside of that's been around the plate quite a bit. Here's an 0-1. On the ground, foul. Handled there by the first base coach. And Yakum quickly ahead 0-2, looking for another strikeout here. This will be huge. A little high for ball one on Rivera. Rivera at shortstop today for Rhode Island and batting out of the 9 spot. Come on and missed. He gets him. That's 2 big strikeouts in the inning for Jake Yakum. And he keeps this game scoreless as we are through an inning and a half now. The Owls and Anchormen tied at 0-0 on the Owls Media Network. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, we are back here in the the bottom half of the second. Gamblin Sean Gamlin on the mound for Rhode Island. Struck out the side in order in the first inning, so that puts him at 72 Ks on the year. As he'll be met here by Josh Beon at first base for the Owls to lead off the bottom half of the second. It'll be Beon, Eaton, and Borenson due up, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters for Keene State today. Beon, of course, playing his usual position, first base today, and he gets ready for pitch number 1. Cut on a miss, big swing, but he could not catch up to it. The heat there from Gamlin. Quickly an 0-1. That'll miss a little low for ball 1. Owls got to be on their toes this afternoon as Gamlin, on top of throwing the stuff he has, he likes to work fast. And that one cut on and missed. 4 strike 2. Quickly 1-2 on the leadoff man for the Owls this inning. Comes a 1-2. Up and in for ball 2. So the count even. Two inside. Count runs full. So second straight inning that Gamlin has run it full on the first batter, but he was able to strike out Ehlers to lead off for the Owls. Here's the full count pitch. That'll miss for ball 4. So the Owls get their first base runner of the day. And a rare mistake early here from Gamlin. He walks the leadoff man. And now to be Brendan Eaton, who is wearing number 33 today, aside from his usual number 25. But still playing out there in right field. Beyond at first, and he's showing bunt. He will get it off, but foul down the first baseline for strike 1. Owls just trying to get any sort of offense going today. They know this will be a very tough task against Sean Gamlin. And already trying that with the bunt. He's going to show bunt once again. Here's the 0-1. And he pulls it back. That will be ball 1. So Beon at first, nobody out. The bottom half of the second, nothing. Check back on the runner at first, and he's back in safely. Showing bunt once again is Eaton. Third baseman coming in a bit, and he's going to pull it back as that one is well high for ball 2. Here comes a 2-1 from Gamlin. And he will get the bunt off. That's once again, though, going to roll foul down the first baseline. So that will be strike 2. And now we'll see if Eaton will try a bunt once again or if he's going to be swinging here. Obviously, a foul bunt here would be a strikeout. With 2 strikes, it looks like he's going to swing. No, he is going to try to offer again. Here's the 2-2 from Gamlin. And he will foul out. Tries to get the bunt off, but bunts it foul. So that is strike 3. That's the 4th K of the day for Gamlin in just the first 5 hitters. He's K'd 4, but has the 1 walk and Beon at first. So now here's Borenson playing at DH today for the Owls. Beon at first, 1 out. First pitch coming up. Inside ball 1. It gets away briefly there from Pierce, but he was able to hold the runner at first. Check back on the runner at first. Beyond back in with a head first dive. Comes the 1-0. In for strike one. So it'll be a 1-1 to Bornstein. And it's on the ground to third. This could be two. To second for one. On to first. That will be a double play. So Bornstein grounds into a double play to end the inning. And the Owls do not score. We head to the top of the third. 0-0 here on the Owls Media Network. All right, welcome back to Pappas Field, top half of the third inning. Jake Yakum looking for another scoreless inning here out of starting spot for the Owls. And Cameron Santerre will lead off. It'll be 1-2-3 here for RIC. First pitch, in for strike one. Santerre, McElroy, and Perillo due up for the Anchormen this inning. As the wind continues to gust, here's the 0-1 in for strike two. Quickly ahead, 0-2 is Yakum. He's been doing a very good job early here of filling up the strike zone. As he struck out two last inning, he walked him in the first, but it's the 0-2. Cut on and missed. That's three men in a row down by way of the strikeout for Jake Yakum, and he gets Santerre there on just three pitches. So here's the second baseman, Lucas McElroy now. McElroy was that one walk in the first inning, and he swings and misses for strike one. A 1. Line, that's going to be into center field, a base hit. So fielded quickly there by Ehlers, but the Anchorman will get a man on here in the top of the third as a base hit for McElroy. And just in front of the guy they want up here, as that is Cal Perillo. First pitch. In the air, that'll get out of play, foul. Down the first base line. So it was 0-1. Owls have not turned two today, but Yakum looking for a ground ball right at somebody. So that one's up and out of the way for ball one. The 1-1 from Yakum. Missing low for ball two. Rhode Island has had opportunities to score the first two innings, but have not been able to bring in the runs. That one's on the ground. This could be two to Chatfield. He fires to second for one. On to first. It's going to be late. Nice play, though, by Jonathan Chatfield at third base just to get one out, as he was able to make a nice diving stop. That was hit pretty hard to third. And then he kind of stumbled wasn't sure if he was going to be able to get a throw off there, but he did. He's able to get the lead runner, McElroy, at second, and there's 2 out. So first pitch now to the first baseman here. That's on the ground to first. Beon's got it, taps the bag, and that will retire the side. Another good inning for Jake Yakum. He's through 3 scoreless today here on the Owls Media Network as we are 0-0 through 2.5. Welcome back here on the Owls Media Network. Keene State will bring the 7, 8, 9 hitters to the plate this inning. It'll be McHugh, Cowley, and Barnes. Just looking to crack Sean Gamlin a bit here. Game's still scoreless, though. It's been a very good start for Jake Yakum. Got a double play. Or, excuse me, didn't get a double play, but almost had a double play that inning. Got through it scoreless once again. 3 scoreless today. Leading off is the shortstop, Evan McHugh. Against Gamlin. Here's the first pitch. High and inside for ball 1. He 1-0 in for strike 2. For strike 1, excuse me. Here's the 1-1. Cut on and missed. That one tailing away outside. And an off-balance swing there from McHugh. 1-2. Fouled away. Well foul out of play over the first base dugout. So McHugh staying alive for at least another pitch. Trying to avoid a strikeout here. Another one for the pitcher, Gamlin. Comes another 1-2. Fouled away. Excuse me, that was a 2-2. So the count remains even. Owls looking to get the leadoff man on. Once again, they had the leadoff man on last inning. 2-2 is chopped, foul down the first base line. So good battle here being put on by Evan McHugh to stay alive. Another 2-2. Cut on and missed. He gets him that time. 4th strikeout of the day. 5th strikeout of the day for Sean Gamlin, as he struck out 5 of the first 7 that he's seen. Just the crazy impressive run continues for him. And Evan Cowley standing in, catching for Keene State, at least in this first game today. First pitch, high for ball 1. Cowley, a left-handed bat for the Owls. Catches with his right hand, though, as that one cut on and missed. Cowley could not hold up. And we've seen a lot of those off-balance swings early today against the pitcher. Fouled away. Quickly 1-2. And Gamlin likes to work fast as well. It's probably a big part of keeping hitters off balance. But this game moving right along. We're in the bottom of the 3rd already. Here it is, 1-2, inside, ball 2. If you're a hitter, you got to stay right on top of it here. Can't take too much time, as here's the 2-2. Cut on and missed. Another strikeout for Gamblin. That's 6. And it'll be Hamilton Barnes now standing in out of the 9-hole today for the Owls, playing at second base. He struggled. I believe he's 0 for 10 his last 10 at-bats, but looking to get it going today, maybe against the hot pitcher. That one will miss low for ball 1. Owls wearing their black uniforms today with the red numbering and white pants, as that one swung on and missed for strike 1. And Rhode Island in their Rhode grays with the maroon hats. Missing low, ball 2, so Barnes ahead, 2-1. That one fouled away. Count runs even to 2-2. Gamblin looking for his second inning where he has struck out the side. He struck out the side in the first in order. Looking to do it here again in the third. Here's the 2-2 high for ball 3. Count runs full. Just the third full count he's had today, and he's 1 for 2. He struck out 1. Also walked Beon on a full count. Here it is. Lined into center field, a base hit past the dive of the second baseman. Hamilton Barnes records the first hit of the day for the Owls, and he breaks out of that 0 for 10 nicely. And that'll get it over to the top of the order. So here's Ehlers, the center fielder. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Back in that first inning to lead off the game. Good effort there from the second baseman for Rhode Island. Not able to get to it, though. Foul back right over the press box here for strike 1 from Ehlers. Good effort at second base. That was McElroy for Rhode Island. Check back on the runner at first, and he's back in safely. Barnes will run. He's near perfect on stolen bases this season, and he's done it multiple times. Here's the 1-0. Cut on and missed. Excuse me, that was the 0-1, so that'll be strike 2. Quickly 0-2 here on Ehlers. Trying to not fan for his second time today. Let's see. Here it comes. Barnes is on the move. He's going to steal second base. Nope, that is strike 3. Delayed strike 3 call once again from the umpire, and that will be the inning. So Gamblin strikes out the side. We head to the fourth. Still 0-0 here on the Owls Media Network. We're back here, top half of the fourth from Pappas Field on the campus of Franklin Pierce University. It's been 3 scoreless innings from Jake Yakum, also matched by 3 scoreless from Sean Gamblin. We got a bit of a pitcher's duel going here in game 1 of the doubleheader. As leading off this inning for Rhode Island, it'll be Sean Helfrich, the right fielder. He'll be followed by Coro and Padedborn. First pitch inside for ball 1. Wind continues to gust out to right field today. That one's in for strike 1 from... No, that's ball 2 from Yakum. Looked like a good pitch. Umpire did not think so, and the 2-0. Cut on and missed. Big cut there from Helfrich, unable to get to it, and the count is 2-1. There's the 2-1. Line, but right at the shortstop, Evan McHugh for out number 1. That was hit pretty well, kind of a soft line drive, but McHugh easily able to handle it. It was basically right at him and not coming too hard. So now here's Joey Coro. He's 1 for 1. He singled in the second inning. He takes a called strike 1 and it is 0-1. The 0-1. Outside. Count even. Count even. Here's the pitch from Yakum. Cut on and missed. That was something off speed there. But he got Coro to go fishing for it. Kind of out of the zone a little bit. Pulled the string a little bit, and it's 1-2. And here is that 1-2. In the air to right field. But it's going to hang up long enough. Plenty of time for Eaton right around the foul line. He'll make the catch in fair territory for the second out. So quickly, 2 up, 2 down here. Once again for Yakum, who's been very nice today. Working for the Owls. It'll be the DH Padebborny. Number 25 today for Rhode Island. And he is 0 for 1 today. First pitch from Yakum. Got the outside corner for strike 1. The 0-1. In the air to center. Ayler's backing up a bit. He's got it. Right at him. The wind kind of blowing a little bit, but Ayler's handles it nicely. And Rhode Island goes 1-2-3 in the fourth. Still no score here on the Owls Media Network. All right, welcome back. Bottom half of the fourth in game 1 of this doubleheader between Keene State and Rhode Island College. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 for the Owls this inning here as we still have no score. Keene State trying to finally crack Gamblin, but Jake Yakum has been very impressive on the mound today for the Owls. He's gone 4 scoreless. And it'll be Hudson, Chatfield, and Beon. Owls were able to get their first hit off of Gamblin. Going to the number 9 man, Hamilton Barnes, today. And Hudson steps in. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First 3 men all struck out today against Gamblin. Owls looking to get something going and maybe try to win this first game. Cut on a missed. Hudson going out for the first pitch. Could not get to it. The 0-1. That'll be off the plate for ball 1. Winds are kind of on and off today. Here's the 1-1. Cut on and missed. Winds kind of on and off today, but they are gusting quite a bit, and it's going mainly out to right field. So anything hit out that way could get kind of a second life today, even with the colder weather. Here's the 1-2. Inside, ball 2. And it might have hit the dirt a little bit as well. Even to Hudson, 2-2. On the ground, foul. Into the Owls dugout area down the third base line. Another 2-2. In the air, popped up. That is going to get out of play into the Owls bullpen. So Perillo unable to get to it over at third. Almost had enough room, but Hudson remains alive, and the count is 2-2 still. Here comes once again. That'll be high for ball 3. Been a few strike 3 calls this afternoon that have taken a minute for the umpire, so kind of hesitating there, but that is indeed ball 3. Full count pitch, here it comes. That's high for ball 4. So good at bat there by Hudson to work a leadoff walk. And that's, I believe, the second inning the Owls have had the leadoff man on today. They had the leadoff man on, I believe, in the second as well with a walk from Josh Beon. So now here's another guy you want up in this spot. It's Jonathan Chatfield. He's got both the Owls home runs this season. Both of them to right field, which, as we mentioned, that wind gusting. If you get a hold of one, he takes ball 1. Comes a 1-0. And he went around. That is strike 1. So Gamblin's had his share of base runners today for Rhode Island, but really hasn't been in any serious trouble. No men for the Owls have been able to reach beyond first base, as here's the 1-1, and that's cut on a miss. Big hack there from Chatfield, and he's down 1-2. Comes a 1-2. Here it is. In for a called strike 3. So a good comeback there from Gamblin. He gets Chatfield easily on 4 pitches. And it'll bring up Beon, the first baseman. Reached back in the second inning to lead off with a walk. Looking to maybe work a walk or even get a hit here off the righty for Rhode Island. Brendan Eaton on deck. And that's lined. That might be 2, though. To second for 1. He taps it back to first for 2. So it looked a little good off the bat, but that was right at the second baseman. And we still have no score through 4 on the Owls Media Network. We'll be right back. We're back here on the Owls Media Network for the top half of the 5th. This first game flying right along. It's only been about 45 minutes since first pitch, and we're already in the 5th inning. And Jake Yakum out for his 5th inning of work. He's put on a nice show today for Keene State. Came in with a 6.45 ERA, but might have been 6.75, excuse me, and he's looked very good thus far against this tough Rhode Island offense. And leading off will be the catcher, Pierce, for Rhode Island. Just the first pitch. And he goes around for strike one. Comes in 0-1 to the catcher. On the ground, foul down the third base side. So it'll be 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Anchormen. Something off speed there, and he rings him up. How about that? From Jake Yakum. Another K for him today, and that gives him 5 on the day. 5 Ks to just 1 walk so far for the lefty. And here's the 0-1 to Isaiah Rivera, the shortstop today for Rhode Island, batting lefty. And Rivera hits one in the air to right field. That's going to go foul. That was absolutely crushed by Isaiah Rivera, but when carrying that ball well, foul. So it is quickly 1-1 here. The 1-1. Grounded, foul down the first base line. And another strikeout opportunity here for Yakum, as they'll wait for Brendan Eaton in right field to retrieve that ball. Get it out of the field of play. Comes the 1-2. That'll miss outside. Two from Yakum. Line, that's going to get down for a base hit. Into right field, Eaton plays it. Gets it quickly into Hamilton Barnes at second. And once again, the Anchormen have a base runner here in the 5th inning with a 1-out single. Nice piece of hitting there by Rivera. Didn't try to go too big. Just went with the pitch and lined it right into right field. So this will be the leadoff man, Santerre, Cameron Santerre, outside ball 1. And Santerre is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And he looks at ball 2, so Yakum behind a little bit here, 2-0. The runner at first, that is Rivera. Beyond trying to hold him on for the Owls. That'll miss outside ball 3. So 3 pitches, none of them really close here for Yakum, trying to battle his way back against Cameron Santerre, the center fielder. Comes the 3-0. That one will hit for strike 1. The 3-1 from the lefty. In the air to center. Ehlers is under it. He's got it. 2 down. Good way to work back there from Yakum. Was able to induce the contact, but not too hard. And Ehlers had plenty of room there in center field to make the catch. So there are 2 down now for Lucas McElroy, the second baseman. McElroy 1 for 1 with a walk as well mixed in there. And he swings and misses for strike 1. McElroy with kind of the old school look. He does not wear batting gloves. On either hand. And he takes ball 1. Comes a 1-1 to McElroy. Popped up. That's going to get out of play. Foul down the right field side. Still nothing here in the top half of the fifth. Handful of scoring opportunities for the Anchormen especially. The Owls have had some base runners, just none beyond first. Here's the 1-2, and that'll just miss high for ball 2. Looked like Yakum was maybe ready to walk off towards the third base dugout. Thought he might have had strike 3, but does not get the call. Here's the 2-2. Runner goes on the ground. That's going to be through the hole and into left field for a base hit. Quickly fielded there by Hudson, and he gets it in quickly. So it'll be first and second now, and this is the guy who won up if you are Rhode Island College. It's been kind of quiet today. He's 0 for 2. That's Cal Perillo, but probably not what you want to hear if you're Keene State. Trying to get out of it here is Yakum. First and second, 2 out. First pitch, high, ball 1. Perillo, the junior third baseman. His third season here with the Anchormen. Line foul behind home plate. And the count even at 1-1. Comes the 1-1. In the air to right field. Wind blowing it back a bit, but Eaton's got it just shy of the track for the third out. And nice work again from Jake Yakum. He's through 5 scoreless today. No score here on the Owls Media Network. We're back on the Owls Media Network. 5th inning work for Gamlin, Sean Gamlin, the right-hander for Rhode Island. He struck out 8 and he's walked just 2 today. Puts his season total at 77 strikeouts. Very impressive number. And he will face Brendan Eaton, Bornstein, and let's see who that third hitter is. And Evan McHugh. So 5, 6, and 7 this inning for the Owls. Eaton, the right fielder, Bornstein, the designated hitter, and McHugh, the shortstop. Eaton in his 5th season here with the Owls. Got that 5th-year option due to the COVID pandemic. And he's used it this year out of Nottingham, New Hampshire. Swing and a miss, so the count runs to 1-1 now. He took the first pitch outside for ball 1. Owls just looking to do something to get to Gamlin here. Is swing and a miss. Quickly 1-2. But as we've noted many times, it's been a very good start today for Jake Yakum. He's through 5 scoreless. As Eaton is down on strikes, that is this 9th K of the afternoon already for Sean Gamlin. So now here's Emmett Borenstein, the DH for Keene State in this first game. And he takes high for ball 1. McHugh on deck, the 1-0. High ball 2. Owls, again, as mentioned, have had base runners today, but have never had a base runner beyond first base. And that one will miss for ball 3 in the dirt. So good count here for Borenstein. He's ahead. Good count to try to get a hit or take a walk here. 3-0. Gets the corner for strike 1. You could tell Borenstein wanted that outside, but will not get the call. Quickly 3-1 here. Strike 2. Gamblin working back very quickly. And the count is full. Here it is. Fouled back and out of play. So we'll do it again. Here comes the 3-2. The Borenstein fouled back to the screen. Right in front of the booth here. We got that screen to protect us this afternoon, and so no balls will be coming through the window, hopefully. Another full count. Cut on and missed. How about that? 10 Ks on the afternoon for Gamblin. Wow. And he's through just 4 2/3 innings. So we came in mentioning he struck out 69 through 39 innings of work. It's almost double the amount of strikeouts as he's worked innings. Incredible. And McHugh stands in. He's quickly down 0-1 as he goes fishing on that first pitch. It's 0-1. Oh, quickly 0-2. Looking to strike out the side. The 0-2. And he rings him up. Too easy for Sean Gamblin. Wow. 11 Ks through 5 innings as we head to the top half of the 6th. Still no score here on the Owls Media Network. All right, we're back here. Top half of the 6th. Still no score on the Keene State Owls Media Network. Nice setting this afternoon here at Pappas Field from the campus of Franklin Pierce University in Ringe. And Daniel Trapaz, the first baseman, leads off for the Anchormen. Jake Yakum through 5 scoreless, hoping to keep that going here. First pitch, misses for ball 1. One-oh. Nice. Looked like a curveball or a slider or something there from Yakum, and he got him swinging way out in front of that pitch for strike 1. Inside as he jackknifes out of the way, ball 2 for Trapaz. Comes at 2-1. On the ground, foul down the first base side. And the count is even. Looks like one of the Rhode Island coaches will run off and retrieve that ball, get it out of the way. Or maybe one of the players. Can't really tell from here. But here's the 2-2 to the first baseman. It's another off-speed pitch, but it'll miss high for ball 3. As Yakum's got some good movement today. Here's the 3-2. Cut on and miss for strike 3. He gets Danny Trapaz swinging to lead off the inning. And now it'll be the right fielder, Sean Helfrich. And Helfrich is 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. First pitch popped up. The catcher Callie over, but he will not have a play. And it is 0-1, excuse me. On deck, the left fielder Coro. He's 1 for 2. As it is 4, 5, and 6 here for Rhode Island. That's popped up. Eaton settles under it in right field, makes the catch, quickly 2 down. So here is Joey Coro.
The left fielder, number 12, Joey Coro.
Jake Yakum looking to get through 6 scoreless here this afternoon. An incredible boost to this Owls rotation. Cut on a miss for strike 1. And you got to know that Coach Blood will love that. That one's lined into left field, a base hit. So 2-out single here from Coro, and it will not be a 1-2-3 inning for Yakum. But nonetheless, there are 2 down, and Cole Porter-Warney stands in out of the DH hole today. And Porter-Warney's 0 for 2. Called strike 1. Got to think a big key here for Yakum this afternoon has been really working ahead in the count most of these hitters. That's such a huge advantage. Runner goes. Throw from Callie is going to be in time to get him. What a throw from Evan Callie as he guns down Joey Coro, trying to steal second to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Owls still looking to go ahead and win it. 0-0 on the Owls Media Network. All right, we are back here, bottom half of the 6th. For Keene State, it'll be Callie, Barnes, and Ehlers, 8, 9, and 1. Still just looking to do something off of Sean Gamlin. Gamlin's thrown 80 pitches today as we enter the bottom half of the 6th, so we could see the Rhode Island bullpen sooner than later, and that would be a welcome sign for the Owls, as it's just been hard to get anything going this afternoon, although Jake Yakum on the other side has pitched 6 scoreless, so giving this offense a chance to win the game. Wind really gusting out to right field as first pitch to Callie will be in on the inside corner for strike 1. Callie fouls that one away. It's quickly 0-2. There's the 0-2 on the ground to first. And just in time, as the pitcher, Gamlin, able to cover first from his first baseman. And he gets there just in time to beat out Callie for the first out. So now here's Hamilton Barnes. He has the only hit of the day for the Owls. That was a single back in the third inning. And the Owls have had a couple of walks as well, so they've had, I believe, in total 3 base runners, but none have been able to get past first. And Barnes is quickly down 0-2. We've seen that a lot this afternoon from Gamlin. Fouled away as Barnes loses his bat. Tommy Haylers picks it up for him. Almost had to get out of the way there. So we have netting around home plate and some of the fan seating areas as well. So luckily bats will not go into the crowd. As Barnes had to get out of the way there. That one nearly got him on the noggin. And it just barely missed him. He was able to get under that pitch. Right up by his head. Here's the 1-2. Cut on and missed. That's the 12th strikeout of the day for Gamlin. And they're quickly 2 down for the top of the order, Tommy Ehlers. First pitch to Ehlers. Strike one. Called strike one. Ehlers 0 for 2. He's struck out twice. So he's been 2 of the strikeouts this afternoon for Gamlin. In the air to center. That'll be caught by the shortstop, Rivera. Nice play there as he was kind of backing up and running over towards it. Makes the catch, and that'll be the inning. So the Owls go 1-2-3. We head to the 7th. No score on the Owls Media Network. We're back here in the top half of the 7th on the Owls Media Network. No score between the Owls and the Anchormen. And despite this being a doubleheader, these will be 2 full 9-inning games. So Jake Yakum working into the 7th inning here this afternoon. No score. Impressive outing from the lefty, who came in with an ERA almost at 7 to begin the day. So he'll face the catcher, Pierce, and he takes outside, ball 1. Or excuse me, that's the DH Podewardene. Catcher number 35, not 25, is cut on a miss for strike 1. So the count even now at 1-1. The catcher, Pierce, is on deck. The 1-1 called strike 2. From the home plate umpire. He's been giving the pitchers that outside corner today. Gotta love that if you are on the mound. Gotta hate it if you're a hitter. But here's the 1-2. Cut on and missed. Podewardene down on strikes to begin the inning. And that is strikeout number 7 for Yakum on the afternoon. Yakum's walked a guy early, but he's got 7 strikeouts since. First pitch, misses high, ball 1. (1-0) on the ground. Chatfield plays it on a hop, fires to first to be on in time. 2 up, 2 down.
The shortstop, number 24, Isaiah Rivera.
And Yakum is at 85 pitches. So here's the shortstop, Isaiah Rivera. If he can get through Rivera quickly, maybe into the 8th inning, we shall see. First pitch, called strike 1. The 0-1. Little low for ball one. That'll even things here. Rivera made a nice catch at short to end the last inning on the run. And that one up by his head, but he's able to get out of the way. Little chin music there. Comes the 2-1. On the ground, Beyond fields it, fair territory, takes it to the bag himself, and that is a very fast inning once again for Jake Jakob. 7 scoreless today and 7 strikeouts. How about that? We head to the bottom half of the 7th. No score still here on the Owls Media Network. And we are back here in the bottom half of the 7th as we got some March Madness music blaring here from Franklin Pierce. How about those games last night? Incredible games. Wins for San Diego and UConn, so they'll meet in the final tomorrow night. But anyway, back to baseball as Nathaniel Hudson stands in for the Owls. 2-3-4 due up. Keene State trying to get to Gamlin, who's at 90 pitches entering the inning. Hudson in left field today, and he is 0 for 1 with a walk. So Hudson, Chatfield, and Beyond due up. Good part of the order for Keene. Cut on and missed for strike one. Count now 1-1. It's the part of the order that Keene certainly is happy to have up, trying to get on the board here. Quickly, though, behind 1 and 2 is Hudson. Comes the 1-2. Cut on and missed. 13 on the day for Sean Gamlin. How about that? Incredible start. 82 strikeouts on the season. And here's Chatfield. He's 0 for 2. He's gone down twice by the strikeout. High for ball one. This game again flying along. Only a little over an hour old. That one on the ground into right field, a base hit. Good piece of hitting there from Chatfield. He takes the second pitch on the ground to right field, and he's on board. Owls looking to get a little something going here. Josh Beyond up. Runner on first, 1 out.
Number 45, Josh Beyond.
And Chatfield can run as well. So just try to get something here, even a little base hit. Maybe make it first and third with only 1 out for Beyond. Here's the first pitch. On the ground, foul. So Gamlin came in, obviously, with the absurd amount of strikeouts. But he did have a 3.23 ERA. Obviously still very good, but if you can get to one of his pitches, you can score a run or two off him. As check back in on the runner at first. And back in safely is Chatfield. I was just looking for a little something here just to keep the line moving, not trying to go too big with their swings. believe that was just the second hit of the day for Keene State. That one inside. Chatfield's going to second. He's going to swipe it easily, as that'll go as a wild pitch on Gamblin. So the Owls have their first base runner beyond first base on the afternoon. And a prime scoring position here. Runner at second. One out. We'll have a little meeting here between the catcher and Gamblin. So Pearson Gamblin. As Coach Blood has a little word with the umpires. And we are about ready to get back to play here after that brief meeting. So prime RBI spot here for Josh Beon. First scoring opportunity really of the day for the Owls, as they have just 2 hits. Rhode Island with 5. Owls have committed 2 errors, but it has not come back to bite them so far. Beon fouls it away. Big swing there, and it is 1-2. Chatfield at second. 1-2 pitch coming to Josh Beon. Here it is. Line. That's going to be a base hit. The Owls are going to take the lead. Here comes Chatfield around third. Keene State is in front 1-0 on an RBI double from Josh Beon. What a clutch piece of hitting from the first baseman. And Keene State has broken the tie at last in the 7th inning. They lead 1-0 over Rhode Island. And they finally get to Gamblin near 100 pitches into this game with a chance for more. Here's Brendan Eaton. So Beon now at second. Him and Chatfield trade places. That one lined into the left field gap, and it just kept going all the way to the wall. Here's the first pitch to Eaton for ball 1. And that's got to get this Owls team hyped up. They were a team that struggled so much last season against conference opponents. This one not over yet, obviously, but it's been an impressive effort today from this team in game 1. Cut on a miss. Big hack there from Eaton. And his teammates loved it. Beon's teammates did. Here's the 1-1. Lined. That's going to get into the gap as well. Eaton for extra bases. Here comes Beon, rounding third. He's going to score, and that's an RBI double for Brendan Eaton. And the Owls, Eaton fired up, take a 2-0 lead, just like that. Eaton does a little karate kick there at second base. He's fired up. Let's see if that'll maybe run Gamblin from this game. I don't think, though, Rhode Island really has anybody working, so they're going to ride his hand. Here's Emmett Borenstein now, the designated hitter, just looking to keep the line rolling for the Owls. That is back-to-back RBI doubles for Keene State, and they lead 2-0 here in the 7th. First pitch to Borenstein. That'll be in for a called strike 1. So you got to think maybe Gamblin running out of gas here a little bit in the 7th inning. Has not had this much trouble all day, but all of a sudden the Owls starting to see him very well. Comes the 0-1. Misses for ball 1. So Eaton at second. 2-0 Owls. 1 out here in the bottom half of the 7th. And it all started with that base hit from freshman Jonathan Chatfield. He gets this team going once again. That one's popped up. Under it's the first baseman to make the catch. Just barely in foul territory for the second out. So Borenstein is gone and they're 2 down. Chance here for Evan McHugh. As mentioned, this is a full 9-inning game, so the Owls will have to hold on here in these last 2 innings. But nonetheless, gotta love what you've seen. Here's the first pitch to McHugh. That'll be over the plate for strike 1. Eaton still at second after his RBI double. Before him, Beon hit an RBI double. And that is how the Owls have taken a 2-0 lead in this one. 0-1, cut on a miss for strike 2. McHugh trying to drive in Eaton from second, who has a very good lead off the second base bag. Here comes the 0-2 from Gamlin. That'll be bounced in the dirt, but held there by Pierce, so no advance for the runner. Should mention there is no true dirt at this field, as other than on the mound. The rest of it is all turf. As here's the 1-2. Cut on and missed. Down swinging goes McHugh. That's the 14th K of the day for Gamlin. But the Owls get to him for 2 runs and take a 2-0 lead going into the 8th here on the Owls Media Network. All right, we are back here, top half of the 8th inning. Keene State leading 2-0 over Rhode Island College. Anchormen here in the 8th inning. It'll be 1-2-3. Jake Yakum trying to make it 8 scoreless. He's back out for yet another inning for the Owls. And he's only at 89 pitches, but he'll be facing the tough part of the order, the especially tough part of the order for Rhode Island. It'll be Santerre, McElroy, and Perillo, the 1-2-3 hitters for this offense. And now working with a lead. Here's the first pitch. In for strike 1. A 1. Cut on a miss for strike 2. Yakum continuing to get ahead of hitters as he's done well all day. He's got 7 strikeouts, equivalent to a strikeout an inning. As here, that one will just miss for ball 1 on the outside, just off the outside corner. The 1-2, fouled away by Santerre. Santerre 0 for 3, struck out once. Going to ground that to Chatfield. He fields it between his legs. On to first in time for out number 1. Good job by Chatfield to get the speedy runner in Santerre. Almost kind of got under his legs a little bit there, but nice job to field it. Good throw to Beon for out number 1. A big first out here in the 8th inning to get that leadoff man. And now here's McElroy. He's 2 for 2 with a walk, so he's been good today. On the ground to the shortstop McHugh. On to first to Beon in time, and there are 2 away on just a few pitches for Yakum. He's at 95 now on the day. That's 6 this inning. And now here's the red-hot Cal Perillo, but he's 0 for 3 today. And he goes after the first pitch. And on the run to make the catch is Tommy Ehlers. How about that? 7 pitches and 3 outs Jake Yakum might work into the ninth inning in this one. We will see. Through 7.5, Owls in front, 2-0 on the Owls Media Network. Welcome back to the bottom of the 8th inning. Sean Gamlin will remain out there for the Anchormen as they play Sweet Caroline here in the middle of the 8th inning. Typical Fenway tradition, but keeping that going here today at Franklin Pierce. And due up for the Owls, it'll be Cowley, Barnes, and Ehlers, 8, 9, and 1. Cowley is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Doing the catching today for Jake Yakum, who's just been tremendous. 8 scoreless innings. And that last batter, that was Cal Perillo, is now 0 for 4. He lined it in the air to center. It looked like it was going to be a gapper, but Ehlers did a tremendous job to run that ball down. Here's the first pitch. Inside, ball 1. And that was a 7-pitch inning for Yakum. And now the Owls, he might work into the 9th. We shall see. As popped up, Cowley gets under it. Or the first baseman will make the catch for Rhode Island, and that will be out number 1. Here in the bottom of the 8th.
The second baseman, number 1, Hamilton Barnes.
First baseman Trepich making the catch, and now here's Hamilton Barnes. Barnes is 1 for 2. He does have one of the Owls' hits today, but did not come around to score last inning. And he swings and misses for strike 1. So it got to be nice for him. He was in a little bit of a mini slump there. He was 0 for his last 10 entering today. But he's able to kind of get off the schneid there with a base hit. Comes the 1-1. Cut on a missed for strike 2. Been a lot of strikeouts today for Gamlin, but if the Owls are able to hold up, he would go down as the loser in this one today, here in game 1. The 1-2 to Barnes, cut on a missed. That's the 15th strikeout of the day for Sean Gamlin. And there's been no shortage of that this afternoon. So if you were looking for pitching, you've certainly gotten it today from both of these pitchers. But Jake Yakum as well, who's got 7 of his own. Here's Ehlers now, trying to bunt, and he went around with the bunt attempt for strike 1. Maybe trying to bunt his way on for a little 2-out single here. We'll see. Try to get the inning to Hudson, the number 2 hitter. Called strike 2. Quickly 0-2 on the Owls center fielder. Made a nice catch to end the top of the 8th. Here it is. And he's down on 3 pitches very fast. So 2 Ks in the inning for Gamlin. He comes right back after a rough 7th inning. Gets the Owls in order. All right, so the Owls will look to win game 1 here in game 1. We head to the top half of the 9th. Keene State in front, 2-0. We are back here in the top of the 9th on the Owls Media Network. Jake Yakum, the left-hander Trying for the first complete game this season for the Keene State Owls. He's just been absolutely tremendous today. But he's got to deal with 4, 5, and 6 for Rhode Island to do it. It'll be Daniel Trepitz, the first baseman, up first. First pitch, fouled away into the Anchormen dugout.
The first baseman, number 5, Daniel Pappas.
Pappas, excuse me. Down 0-1, here it is. A little outside for ball 1. So Pappas, Helfrich, and Coro due up for the Anchormen. And Pappas fouls that one. Or no, he foul tipped it into the mitt for strike 2. Comes the 1-2. Line, but foul. Hit wickedly, but well foul down that first base line. Trying to get that all-important first out is Yakum. And he gets it on a strikeout. How about that from Jake Yakum? Another strikeout. That is number 8 on the afternoon. And down goes Trepatz swinging. So now here's Helfrich. It's the first pitch. Outside ball 1. Helfrich 0 for 3 today. He's been one of Yakum's 8 strikeouts. Trying to avoid an 0 for 4. Here's the 1-0. Outside ball 2. Outside ball 3. So none of these pitches have been close from Yakum as he will look to battle back. Try to prevent the tying run from coming to the plate. That would be Coro on deck. It's the 3-0. In for strike 1. In the air to center, Ehlers running over. He's going to have time, and he makes the catch. 2 down. That ball hung up long enough. Tommy Ehlers able to run it down in left center field. And there are 2 down here. Jake Yakum is 1 batter away from a complete game shutout victory here in game 1. And we'll see if he can get it. He'll have to get out Joey Coro. He's been good today. He's 2 for 3. Swings at the first pitch, chops it foul, and it's 0-1. What an outing it has been today for Jake Yakum. For Keene State, entered today with an ERA just south of 7. That one fouled away, and it is quickly 0-2. Yakum is 1 pitch away from a complete game shutout victory in game 1 of the doubleheader. Yakum looking to do it right here. Here's the pitch. On the ground to short. McHugh has it. Fires to first to be on in time, and that's the game. Jake Yakum with a complete game shutout. Just masterful today for the Owls as they take game 1 to improve to 8-10 over the Rhode Island College Anchormen. And how about that? Wow. So we'll have game 2 a little bit later. What an outing, though, for Jake Yakum. He goes 9 scoreless in the win, 8 strikeouts to just 1 walk. An incredible effort today from Yakum. And we'll probably have him on later for an interview about that first game. How about that? The Owls take game 1 by a final of 2-0 here over the Rhode Island College Anchormen. Game 2 is scheduled to be around 3 p.m. We'll see if that moves up a bit, as that game just flew by, only an hour and a half in total game time. But the Owls victorious in game 1. Owls victorious in game 1 as they will get ready for game 2 in just a little bit here on the Owls Media Network. Thank you for joining us.
You have been watching a Keene State Athletics broadcast on the Owls Media Network. Please tune in to our next broadcast, and thank you for watching.